Hello, everyone. This is Al, Red Sox fan, coming to you from Al, Red Sox fan YouTube channel. Hope all is well. Been a little bit. I've been ill with the stomach flu. Awesome sauce. Love it. Nothing better than waking up every 45 minutes to head to your favorite place, the bathroom. Anyhow, enough about that. Hope you don't get the stomach flu. All right. That being said, we're going to have some APBA baseball on the channel. Let's see what I remember. Let's see if Al, Red Sox fan, will remember to flip the boards. Again, we're playing APBA Basic Old School. I have the old school boards. Card and dice makes everything nice. This is an absolutely beautiful set I purchased from Chris White. It's the original franchise All-Stars. And our game will be between the Boston Red Sox, Cy Young on the hill, taking on the Brooklyn/Los Angeles Dodgers, the left arm of God, Sandy Koufax on the bump. I believe the original All-Star set went up to 1979. And it's the original 16 franchises. So, like the St. Louis Browns also contain the Baltimore Orioles, so on and so forth, as you see the Brooklyn Dodgers, Los Angeles Dodgers, New York Giants, San Francisco Giants. So let's play ball. Once again, this is a set produced by Chris White. Jeff Hunter, how you doing? Hope all is well. Yeah, the cards do look very sharp, and they're beautiful. So let me show you. And I'm going to do a video, a stream, showing off the cards because they're really nice. I don't know if I'll do all the teams at once or a video for each team. They're beautiful cards. They're a little more pricey, but it's up to you if you want to pay the price point. But these are like baseball cards, and then you flip them over, and it's APBA, and they're much sturdier, and they're really nice cards. They're beautiful cards, and that's what lured me into. And he has the nice envelopes. People, I believe, have purchased many an envelope from Chris White, but he does wonderful work. Check him out if it's within your price range of stuff. Go for it. Again, these are beautiful cards. Not all of his sets come like this. The All-Star sets do, and it's magnificent. And he's a very nice guy to deal with. That's just my opinion. I recommend taking a look at his work, Chris White. Okay, so we have Jeff Hunter, APBA Brian. He's the APBA expert. I'm so happy he's here in the chat because I am not an expert at anything, folks. I play the game to have fun. And this is APBA Basic. Maybe someday we might dabble in APBA Advanced, but when I play Advanced, I go Stratomatic. I just love how quick the setup is for this game. And again, I've said it before. I'll say it for every time I play it. I never thought I would like APBA, and I really do. I love Strat, love APBA, love History Maker Baseball. Still learning Payoff Pitch. I enjoy all my games, and you should enjoy yours. After further review with Steve Tower, he just had a stream. I'll be checking that out tomorrow. Check out Steve Tower after further review. Good friend of the channel, good friend of the community. Please subscribe to his channel as well as APBA Brian's channel. Excellent question, Steve. He says, hi, Al. Are those cards specific year of a player or overall career? They are a specific year. So, Sandy Koufax, I was surprised it was 1963. But 1963 is used a lot for Sandy Koufax. I thought it'd be 66. That's my favorite Koufax year. And we'll go through it. But yeah, it's a specific year. Also, Chris White was nice enough. Tony Conigliaro was not on the Red Sox. I asked him, could you make me a couple of Conigliaro cards? He said, which do you want? 64, 66. He said, pick these. I picked two. They're like bonus. So I got Tony C with this wonderful set. And again, I just met Chris White via Facebook. To me, he was very easy to deal with. You have to evaluate and judge if the price point is for you. These are more expensive than regular APBA sets, but they're beautiful. And again, not all of his cards come like this. The All-Star cards come like this. So We have Clinton Parks, Ken Castro, Steve Tower, of course, his wonderful channel. After further review with Steve Tower, please subscribe to that channel. APBA Bryant Baseball Classics, please subscribe to that channel. And we also have Jeff Hunter. All right, so let's play a little APBA baseball. I don't think I'm going to make any substitutions. We're just going to play it out unless the pitcher gets racked. You know, the APBA games I've played have been high scoring the last few, annihilations, but this I'm hoping for more of a pitcher's duel. I actually like pitcher's duels. So again, feel free to help me out with mistakes, which I'll probably will make as I continue to remember and learn APBA. I love the envelopes. So without any further ado, let's play ball. Let's start with the visiting Boston Red Sox. Cy Young is the pitcher. And again, there's no stats. Some of his cards do have stats. These don't. 1901 season for Cy Young. We're just going to put that down here. Dominic DiMaggio leads off. He'll play center field. The Little Professor. I love that he made. Again, this goes up to 1979. 1950. Hell of a year for the Boston Red Sox. They knocked in over 1,000 runs. Just needed one more pitcher. So he's batting second, the Little Professor. Dominic DiMaggio, younger brother of Joe. Batting first, playing center. Batting second at third base, Jimmy Collins. Jimmy Collins, 1901. Yes, I'm playing with a DH because I like playing with a DH. Ted Williams is the designated hitter. You gotta, I don't care if it's lefty against the left arm of God. You got to get Williams in the lineup. 1941, Ted Williams. Vern Stevens, an often overlooked Red Sox. He came over from the St. Louis Browns, I do believe. He played 3 to 4 seasons. He was outstanding. He was Nomar Garciaparra before Nomar Garciaparra and probably fielded much better than Nomar. 1949, the year they lost in the final couple of games in New York. Carl Yastrzemski is batting. So Stevens is the cleanup hitter. Yastrzemski's batting fifth in left field. 1967, Yastrzemski. Tony Canigliaro bats sixth in right field. 1964 rookie year. Again, this was a special card he made for me. I asked for it. He made it at no additional charge. That was very nice of him. Bobby Doerr bats eighth, plays second base. 1950. Again, the Sox were a powerhouse in 50. Really fun team to play with in any baseball simulation, the 1950 Red Sox. If you're looking to go a little old school, really fun. They smashed the crap out of the ball. Carlton Fisk does the catching, batting eighth. 1977. And I love this. The Boomer, 1967. George the Boomer Scott. Bats ninth, plays first base. I'm going to be doing a video, a stream actually, showing off all the cards with all the players, but we'll just give you the starting nine. All right, Sandy Koufax on the hill for the Brooklyn / Los Angeles Dodgers original franchise All-Stars. 1963. I thought it'd be 66. A lot of All-Star, when you look at All-Star sets, they use 63 a lot. I like 66. That would have been me, but that's me. Pee Wee Reese leads off, plays short. And Pee Wee, actually, I wrote him down here, 1949. Jackie Robinson, 1949. He bats second, plays second. Sure, just looked over here. Duke Snyder, center field, batting third, 1954 for the Duke of Flatbush. Gil Hodges plays first, bats fifth, 1954. Roy Campanella does the catching, bats fifth, 1953. I love these cards. They're baseball cards. They are baseball card quality. Christopher Slovak, how you doing? I got to catch up on a lot of videos for Chris. Check out that wonderful channel and subscribe. Christopher Slovak. He says, hey, Al, love this. These cards are beautiful. Again, you have to determine if it's in your price point. Carl Furillo, right field, bats 6th, 1953. An excellent ball player, Carl Furillo. Ron Say, the Penguin, bats 7th, plays 3rd, 1975 for Ron Say. I think what I'm also going to do is I'm going to take the time to get their stats, put it on like a spreadsheet, print them up. So it's fun to look at, I guess, for me. Now, here's some old school. Zach Wheat. Zach Wheat, 1924. He's playing left field. He'll bat 8th, batting 9th for DH. 1913. Jake Daubert. I'm not sure how to pronounce his name. Daubert. Daubert. So, beautiful cards. I love them. And I will do a chat with Al and we'll show them all off. Or I'll do them individually, smaller chats. I don't know. But they're really fun cards. I also picked up the World Baseball Classic sets 1 and 2, which do not have the photos, but let me see if I can grab them real quick. Over here. Oh, here's it. And I basically bought them so I could lose with Italy. There's a lot of good players on Italy. So this is what the Baseball World Classic sets are like. And again, the card quality is magnificent. And they're the best players who played for each country. I'll just show you them real quick. Like, so the Canada, you can see there's no photo, but I don't know who this is. Let me flip it. Jacob Robinson. And this has the stats for Jacob for his World Baseball Classic. And you can see this is USA up there. Canada. Maybe that's just a typo. But anyway, they're beautiful cards. Canada, Colombia, Cuba. Fidel Castro's favorite team. So you have that. So anyway, that's going to be fun. We'll bring that to the channel too. You'll see a lot of, play a little Italy. Mike Piazza. And so on and so forth. But that's another, I picked up sets 1 and 2 for the World Baseball Classic. All right, without any further ado, let's play some baseball. Philip Reynolds is here. Check out that wonderful channel. Congratulations on your new job, Phillips. Hope everything's going well. We have My Name is Mud, Wild E. Coyote. Hope all is well. Mike Terranova, check out his wonderful channel. And let's play some ball. I'm just happy I'm feeling better. I was icky sick. Oop. As we hit the camera. All right. Let's play some APBA baseball. So I'm going to move these. We'll leave them here. They look pretty. All right. So Sandy Koufax is pitching. We'll put him here. Slide these dudes over here. All right. It's almost. I just almost don't want to flip these over, but we're gonna do it this way, I guess here. So Dominic DiMaggio will lead things off against the left arm of God, Sandy Koufax. Now, Sandy Koufax is beast mode. Sandy Koufax is an AC pitcher with modifier X, Y, and Z. That's tremendous. That's tremendous. All right, here we go. Let's see if we remember how to play some APBA baseball now that I fell in love with the cards. David Selinsky, how you doing? Hope all's well. The pitch to Dami DiMaggio from Sandy Koufax, that is a 43. Base is empty. So a 43 to Dami DiMaggio is a 29. A 29, and they're both fielding column A's. They're both 45s. That's going to be an out. The 29 will be an out. It's going to be a ground ball back to Koufax. Oh, but he's an ex-pitcher. That's going to be a strikeout. You can see the XY modifier, so that's a strikeout. So DiMaggio K's his first batter he faces, Dami DiMaggio, strikes out. 1 out. Jimmy Collins. Let's see what Jimmy can do against the left arm of God. 13, usually an unlucky number. No, it's going to be a possible walk. We got a 14 there. 14. Double ZZ pitcher. He is not a double ZZ pitcher. So that is a walk. So Koufax strikes out Dami DiMaggio, walks Jimmy Collins. Vinny Mancini, how you doing? Hope all is well. So Jimmy Collins, a fast runner at first. Ted Williams steps to the plate. As Vinny says, I've been working with Play Cooperstown Classics and love them cards. Oh, they're great. That's a fun set. That is a fun set. So Ted Williams, 1 out, 1 on. We will remember to flip the chart. Runner at first with 1 out. Koufax, what a matchup here. Koufax versus Ted Williams. That's a 63 Teddy ball game. 63 is a 13. Oh, my Lord. Ted Williams strikes out. I am very sad. I'm very sad. Williams K's. I love the left arm of God. I'm torn. I'm torn. 2 of my favorite baseball players of all time, but Ted Williams is my favorite. That brings up Vern Stevens. To be honest with you, if I had a choice between Vern Stevens and Nomar Garciaparra, I'm taking Vern Stevens. Look up his stats for 3 years for the Red Sox. I think it's 40. Was he there in 48? 49 and 50. He was tremendous. I think he was there in 48 too, I think. Vern Stevens was outstanding. 2 outs, runner at first. Righty Vern Stevens versus the left arm of God, Sandy Koufax, and that is a 35. A 35 is a 39. That will end you. Maybe not. 39. No, that's going to end the inning. 39. Oh, it's a pitch out, and the runner is a dead duck. So they try to run with Collins. It's a pitch out. Campanella throws out Collins, and that will retire the side. So that's an ouchie. 2-4. You know what we're going to do? We're going to put 2-4 here and out there. So he's out stealing. Vern Stevens will be at the plate when the Red Sox come up in the top of the second. Exciting first inning. Koufax strikes out 2. The Red Sox get nothing. Let's put the Red Sox here. Dodgers here. And you know, I don't keep a lot of stats when I'm playing by hand. I'm playing to have fun. And I can always go back if I want to keep the stats. So Koufax with a really good first inning. Campanella throws down to Jackie Robinson, who applies the tag on Collins, ending the top of the first. So Cy Young is going to face Pee Wee Reese, Jackie Robinson, and the Duke of Flatbush, Duke Snyder. Thank you, Vinny. I'm glad I'm feeling better, too. I appreciate that, Vinny. All right. So, again, this is Pee Wee Reese, 1949. Flip the card. And of course, we got to, really don't have to flip Cy Young's card, but we should. He's an AC and a Z modifier. The pitch to Pee Wee Reese, that's a 32 to Pee Wee Reese. A 32 is a 26, and I know that's an out. I could just say out or make something up, but it's an out. It's going to be a hard hit ball towards the hole. Diving stop by the second baseman, Bobby Dorr. He comes up. He throws to the boomer. George Scott. Reese is retired. 4-3, 1 down. These cards are so nice. Here's Jackie Robinson. Jackie Robinson, 1949. He's playing second base. Cy Young to the right-hand batting Jackie Robinson. That's a 43 to number 42. Jackie Robinson. 43 is a 29. That will be a 29 is going to be, he's not an X modifier, so that's going to be a ground ball back to the pitcher. He'll toss to Scott, 2 away. So that goes Cy Young to George the Boomer Scott. 1-3, 2 ground balls, 2 outs. Cy Young keeping the ball down low. The Dodgers beating it into the dirt. Base is empty for the Duke of Flatbush. Duke Snider, he's a left-handed batter. And this is the 1954 APBA version of Duke Snider. Cy Young looking for a 1-2-3 inning. Young to Snider. The Duke, 45. 45's a 14, and that should be a walk. He's not a double ZZ pitcher, so that is a walk. He's only a Z pitcher. So 2 outs. Snider walks. Gil Hodges will come to the plate. First baseman, cleanup hitter. Digs in the right-hander's batter's box. Carlton Fisk sets the target. Cy Young to Gil Hodges. That's a 35. We have to go runner at first. Flip the chart. So far, so good with Al Red Sox fan flipping the chart. 35. Let's look at the 35. That's a 9, but he's an AC pitcher. Let's see if the voodoo, and the voodoo will get him. The voodoo will get him. The AC pitcher takes away the hit. It's a chopper down to third. Coming up with it for the Red Sox is Collins. Collins fires a strike to the Boomer at first. Side retired. So the AC voodoo takes away a hit from Gil Hodges. I believe I played that correctly. We're through 1. No score. Sports Time Machine, our good friend, Mr. Utah Mike, please check out that wonderful channel and subscribe. I believe these cards are just set up for basic. I don't see any of the other, and again, I only play basic, so fine with me. I don't see anything else that says advanced, like any other little numbers. There's that J0, but I think that's an injury thing. So, as Ken Castro confirms, just basic. And that's, again, fine with me. These cards, I'm using my imagination. I'm having fun. Here's Sandy Koufax. He'll face Vern Stevens, was at the plate when Collins was gunned out by Campanella. So, again, Koufax, AC, X, Y, and Z. All right, so Koufax in the second is going to face Stevens, Yastrzemski, Conigliaro. Vern Stevens. Here we go. Again, I would take Vern Stevens over Nomar any day of the week. Koufax the lefty, Stevens the righty, the pitch from the left arm of God. It's a 52. How do you do? 52, Vern Stevens. 52 is a 27. I know that's an out. I just have to see what kind of out. I might buy the book because even with these glasses, I have to lean forward. So that's a 27. Am I correct with that? 52 is a 27. Yes, it is. Vern Stevens hits a shot to third, but again, X, that's a strikeout because Koufax is an XY. Well, to me, if he's an X pitcher, that's a strikeout. Koufax strikes out his third after a rip ball foul down the left field line. Stevens succumbs to the left arm of God. Third strikeout for Sandy Koufax. No, these are not through APBA. These are through Chris White. And APBA doesn't own their formula. That's why people can make APBA cards. These are mod cards, we'll call them, and they're beautiful. Carl Yastrzemski with 1 out. 1967 Yaz versus 63 Koufax. Lefty. Campanella sets the target. The pitch to Yastrzemski. That is gone. Carl Yastrzemski with the 11. That's a 1. And that is a bippity boppity boom to the moon. Yastrzemski takes it out to right center. 1-0. Red Sox. Yaz with the homer. No voodoo will bring that back. A home run by Carl Yastrzemski. 1-0 Red Sox. Boom to the moon goes the ball. Captain Carl Yastrzemski touches them all. To the moon, Alice, to the moon. 1 out, no one on for Tony Conigliaro. Rookie year 1964. Koufax to Conigliaro. That's a 41 to Tony C., Massachusetts native. 41 is a 24. That's going to be an out. Ground ball to short. Reese throws to Gil Hodges. And there are 2 down. The crowd is still a buzz by the Yastrzemski blast. As APBA Brian Baseball Classic says, can't throw a steak past a hungry lion. You are correct. So 2 outs. Base is empty. 1-0 Red Sox thanks to the Yaz blast. Bobby Doerr. 1950 Bobby Doerr. Koufax hopes to close the door on Bobby Doerr and end the top of the second. Here's the pitch to Bobby Doerr. That's a 52 to Bobby. Base is empty. 52 to Bobby Doerr is a 27. I know that's out number 3. It will be a strikeout because it's an ex-pitcher. Koufax gets him with the hook. So Koufax strikes out 2, but gives up the bippity-boppity boom to Yastrzemski. I should circle those. It's easier to count. Koufax has now struck out 4, but the Red Sox do take a 1-0 lead as we head to the bottom of the second. Again, I don't think I'll really be substituting out any players. So Cy Young has a 1-0 lead. He'll face Campanella, Furillo, Ron Say. Hope everyone's doing well on this rainy Wednesday evening, turning into probably Thursday morning. Here's Roy Campanella. Campanella, 1953. Cy Young to Campy. 34 to Campanella. 34 from Cy Young is a 31. A 31 will be out number 1. Fly ball to center field. Dominic DiMaggio makes the catch. 1 down. I think it is worth me buying the new APBA book, I think. Carl Furillo, 1953. Right fielder, right-handed batter. Excellent outfielder, good power, good speed. Well, no, not good speed. He's slow, I'm sorry. Excellent arm. Furillo awaits the young offering. Pitch homeward bound. That's a 24 to Carl Furillo. A 24 is a 13. Swing and a miss. Ball in the dirt. Fisk applies the tag. 2 down. That's Cy Young's first K. He's looking for a 1-2-3 inning. Josh Hauser, how you doing? D. Scott Howard. Hope all is well to the Goat Whisperer. Ron Say, you know D. Scott loves the Dodgers. Ron Say steps to the plate, 1975. 2 outs, base is empty. Red Sox 1-0 on the Yastrzemski blast with 1 out in the second. The pitch to Say, the Penguin gets a 12. The Penguin gets a 12. It's a 25. That will end the inning on the 25. Chopper to second. It's not a strikeout because Cy Young is not an ex-pitcher. Bobby Dorr will flip to Scott. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. 6 up, 6 down. We go to the top of the third. 1-0 Red Sox. D. Scott Howard says, I saw Say play A-ball as a kid. Cool. APBA Baseball Classic. My eyes are starting to tell me to use the new larger print APBA book also. I think I'm going to buy it. Plus, I get the World Series teams, right? I should probably buy something from APBA. Everything I bought APBA-ish is off eBay, and now Chris White. But these cards are beautiful. Is there APBA Brian, is there a big book and a small book? Because I know, like with History Maker Baseball, there's 2 different size books. I definitely want to get the bigger one. I have to even see, I have a computer, like computer glasses, reading glasses kind of things, but I can't, I have to lean forward. All right, for the Red Sox, it's going to be Fisk, Scott, top of the order, DiMaggio. Sandy Koufax has struck out 4. He struck out 2 in the first, 2 in the second, but giving up the bippity-boppity-boom to Yastrzemski in the second. Thus, the 1-0 lead. Here's Fisk, 1977. The Boomer, George Scott, 1967 on deck. The pitch to Pudge from Sandy Koufax. That's a 15 to Carlton Fisk. A 15 is a 10. This could be interesting. A 10. Well, you know what? That's a base hit. Not only does the A and C do not take anything away. Now, we have to go with the least result, but they're both singles. So it's a single for Fisk. I don't have to look any farther. It's a single. So Fisk gets a second hit off Koufax. This one stays in the ballpark. Fisk at first. Another replay guy. Hooray. How you doing? Hope all is well. Check out that wonderful channel. Our good friend Michael Conestari. Please subscribe to it. He has a lot of wonderful History Maker Baseball, 1973 versus 1998, team versus team. Here's the Boomer, George Scott, 1967. Runner at first, no outs. We're not bunting. Scott's going to swing the stick against Sandy Koufax. That's a 56. 56 from Sandy to Scott is a 14, and that's going to be a walk. Fisk moves to second. Koufax in a pickle here. He's already given up a homer to Yastrzemski. Now first and second. Oh, I forgot to flip the thing. But 14 is always a walk anyway, right? That's where I get messed up. Oh, wait a second. Nope, it's not a walk. It is not a walk because with runners, see, that's why you got to look. It is not a walk. See? A tad outside corner, ball 4, Z pitcher, ball 1. So that's ball 1. That's why you have to look. And Ken Castro, I see in the chat, has just put it in there. So that is not a walk. We have to make a correction. Fisk still at first, ball 1. Has anyone actually ever had a walk with, like, not really getting a walk, but, like, just getting ball 1, ball 1? It could happen. That's why you're supposed to mark it up here, but I would think it'd be very rare. All right, so now we still have a runner at first, 1 ball. We're looking at the right chart. DiMaggio is not up. Scott is still at the plate. Ken says he has. APBA Brian Class says, I have usually used the older book from 2011. Oh, so is the newer book bigger? Because I would like, I love the charts. They're very sturdy. It's just, I mean, when I'm playing by my, not streaming, I just kind of have them right here and I look at them. Pitch again to Scott. That's a 55. Oh, boy. A 55's an 8. I know that's an out. I know that's an out. And it's going to be nubbed to the mound. So the voodoo of the AC pitcher takes away the hit from Scott. I don't want to say it's nubbed to the mound. I say it's ripped up the middle. Koufax knocks it down. Only play is to first. Scott is out 1-3. So that does make a difference. You have to know the charts. I have a bad habit. Sometimes I don't look at the right chart. But I recovered quickly enough, and then Ken Castro reminded me also. Advancing to second on the ground out. Hell of a play by Koufax up the middle. So Scott's out. Koufax to Gil Hodges. Now, with one out, Fisk at second. We'll have to use a different chart. Dami DiMaggio, the little professor, 0 for 1. He struck out to Koufax. So, runner at second. Got to use the runner at second chart. I love these charts. I love these charts. It's just I have to lean too far to look at them. Tex Ag 75. Hope all is well. Koufax to the younger brother of Joe DiMaggio, Dominic DiMaggio, the little professor with a 33. If it's an 8, oh, it's a 0. Tommy DiMaggio gets a 0. He rolls again on the D grade. It's a 65. It's going to be a 6, and that's a double, and that's going to score the second run. A 6 on a D grade, a double to left center field. Fisk easily scores. The little professor comes through 2-0 Red Sox. So failure to turn the double play on the hard hit ball up the middle allows Fisk to second. The little professor doubles. Gets a run batted in. It's 2-0 Boston. DiMaggio at second. Let's make sure it's only a double. Yeah. As they're asking Ken Castro what project is he running. Kenny loves his baseball. Jimmy Collins comes to the plate. Collins walked and was thrown out to end the first on a pitch out when Campanella threw to Jackie Robinson. Runner at second. Still only one out. The pitch to Jimmy Collins. That's a 63. What will it be? We shall see. A 31. A 31 is an out. And that's going to be a fly out to center. Duke Snyder quickly fires the ball back in. DiMaggio holds at second. So Collins is out. 0 for 1 now with a walk. Ted Williams struck out. He wants some revenge against Sandy Koufax. Teddy ball game. Here we go, Ted Williams. The pitch to the splendid Splinter, 44! Ted Williams with a 44 is a 7. Does the Voodoo AC take it away? 7. No, it does not. It doesn't take it away for an A, and it doesn't take it away for a C. And it's going to be a bloop single to center, scoring with 2 outs. Is DiMaggio. It's 3-0 Red Sox. So Teddy Ballgame gets a single and a ribby. 3-0 Boston. Koufax doesn't have it here. Sad to say. Vern Stevens struck out his first time up. Campanella goes out to have a word with Koufax. Vern Stevens, a shortstop. 1949 season. So we have a runner at first. Got to go back to the runner at first chart. The pitch to Vern Stevens from Koufax. Damage has been done. 52 to Vern Stevens. A 52 is a 27. I know that's the third out of the inning. It will be a strikeout because he's an X pitcher. XY. To me, that's an X pitcher, right? That's a strikeout. So Koufax gets another K, but gives up 2 runs. Koufax now has 5 strikeouts, but has given up 3 runs. We go to the bottom of the third, 3-0 Red Sox. If Koufax gives up 2 more runs, reduction. Pitcher allows 5 runs in any 3 or fewer consecutive innings. So if he gives up 2 more runs in this inning, he will drop to a... I don't know what an A. Just to an A. It's a very unique way they do their pitching, and it works. It really is fun. All right, so we go to the bottom of the third. Dodgers have yet to put a actually, that's not 6 up, 6 down. That was my faux pas. They did get a walk. So it's going to be Wheat, Daubert, and top of the order, Pee Wee Reese. Cy Young has allowed a walk in 2 innings. Here comes Zach Wheat, 1924. He is the left fielder. See if Zach can get something started for the Dodgers. Cy Young to the lefty, Zach Wheat. That's a 62. How do you do? So a 62 is a 9. I believe the voodoo is going to take that away. Is the voodoo going to take that away? Let's go bases empty. And since I have it right in front of my face, I'm going to look at it. The voodoo does take away the 9, the AC pitcher. It's popped up, third base. Oh, he missed a pitch to grip and rip. Rip and grip. He pops it out to Jimmy Collins. As the AC, that's just devastating. That AC pitcher's devastating. Wheat shaking his head. He knew he missed one. Pops out to Collins. It's a pop-out 5. Now the DH. Jake, I believe, again, it's Daubert. 1913. Here's the pitch to Daubert. 66. It's a 0. Roll on the D grade. Let's see if Daubert can get doubles again. That's a 24 on the D grade. So you look at the second number. 24 is a 6. That's a double. First hit off Cy Young, a 1-out double in the bottom of the third. Here come the Dodgers. To the joy of D. Scott Howard, the Goat Whisperer. APBA Baseball Classics. Remember to subscribe to that channel. Wonderful channel. It says Zach Wheat is buried in Kansas City in the same cemetery as 2 other Baseball Hall of Famers, Satchel Paige and Buck O'Neil. Very interesting fact. Thank you for sharing. So Pee Wee Reese steps to the plate. He grounded to second. And now we have to go to the runner at second chart. We'll be getting some History Maker Baseball back on the channel using the Cooperstown set. Speak of the English, Al. Also some Stratomatic Baseball. I also have Stratomatic Basketball. Psyched about that. I have a different way of playing it. So we can get a game on the channel, a full game. Robert Bryan, how you doing? Hope all is well. All right, runner at second, 3-0 Red Sox. Pee Wee Reese at the plate. Daubert at second. Cy Young to Pee Wee Reese, righty-righty matchup. It's a 42. How do you do? So a 42 to Pee Wee Reese is a 14. Okay, runner at second, 14. Is it a walk? Is it necessarily a walk? It is a walk. Nothing can save that. That is a walk to Pee Wee Reese. Reese to first. Daubert still at second. 1 out. Jackie Robinson comes to the plate. Robinson can tie it with a mighty boom of the bat. The pitch to... Okay, wait a second. First and second. Gotta use the first and second chart. Let's slide that over here. The pitch to Jackie from Cy Young. That's a 23. What will it be? We shall see. A 23 is a 13. That should be a strikeout, but let's double check. Curveball. Swing and a miss. Oh. What a curveball by Cy Young. Jackie Robinson 0 for 2. Second K for Cy Young. That come at a very big time, but he still has to get through the Duke of Flatbush. Duke Snyder. Snyder walked his first time up. Snyder definitely has the power to tie the game with one mighty bippity-boppity boom. First and second, 2 outs. The pitch to Snyder from Cy Young, and it is gone! Duke Snyder crushes a hanging breaking pitch over the left center field fence. It is knotted at 3. Duke Snider, we were just talking about. Oh, Cy Young went to the breaking pitch. Fisk hung his head. Cy Young kicked the dirt. As soon as Snider crushed it, they knew it was gone. It is a 3-run bippity boppity boom to the moon. Boom goes the ball. The Duke of Flatbush touches them all. To the moon, Alice, to the moon, and we are knotted at 3. That is what you call a clutch 2-out hit. Scoring ahead of Snider, Pee Wee Reese, and Daubert, who started things off. Those are 3 ribbies for the Duke of Flatbush. We're knotted at 3, 2 outs. Cy Young, the Red Sox, not out of danger. Gil Hodges steps to the plate. Pesky Pulse joined us. Check out that wonderful channel. As Pesky Pulse's track wall gone. Mike Terranova loved that Duke Snider shot. Robert Bryant's here. Hope all is well. Here's the pitch to Gil Hodges. He grounded to third his first time up. That's a 23. And again, we got to go bases empty. Let's slide that over here. Where's the bases empty? There we go. Bases empty chart. 23 to Gil Hodges. That's a 30. That will end the inning. Let's see how. Fly ball. Driven to left center field. Racing. Making a diving catch is Dominic DiMaggio. The little professor saves the day for the moment. The game stays knotted at 3. Thanks to the Duke Snider 3-run homer with 2 outs. That was clutch. The double one. There's no whammy to stop that. We go to the top of the 4th. We've got a ball game here, folks. It's 3-3. Koufax will face Yastrzemski of 67. Canigliaro of 64. Bobby Dorr of 1950. Yaz homered off Koufax in the 2nd. So Cy Young could not keep the lead as Pesky Pulse says, oh, Dommy. Here's Sandy Koufax. Love these cards. It's all I was thinking about all day. I was like, I actually feel good. I'm going to play a game. And then I said, well, I'm going to stream it. I feel good. I don't have to rush to the bathroom. Robert Bryan, I'm using charts from the 1996 game. Old basic charts. I bought this off eBay. Not these. This is not off eBay. These are Chris White's wonderful work. Yastrzemski 1-for-1 with a homer. 1967, Captain Carl. Koufax to Yaz. That's a 42. How do you do? A 42 to Yastrzemski is a 14. Base is empty. I do believe that's a walk. He's not a double ZZ pitcher, so it is a walk. Koufax walks. Yaz on base for a 2nd time. Represents the go-ahead run. Yastrzemski, a neutral runner. Pesky Pulse says, never saw Dommy play, but everyone says he was underrated. Played a ton of seasons with Dommy and always does well. Oh, yeah. He is always overlooked. And it's sad. It is very sad. Such a good player. So we have a runner at first, 1964. Tony Canigliaro, Tony C. Massachusetts bred and born. Born and bred or whatever. Died tragically way too young. Tony Canigliaro. Koufax to Canigliaro, that's a 16. A 16's a 28. That's an out. Let's see if it's a double play. And no, it's a fielder's choice. Defense gets lead runner, but do not turn the double play. 6-4, Yastrzemski's out. So Yaz is out. Canigliaro Fielder's choice, 6-4. He's at first. 1 out. Canigliere takes the place of Yastrzemski. Bobby Doerr steps to the plate. 1950 Bobby Doerr. He struck out the first time against Koufax. 3-3 ball game. Runner at first. Koufax has a sign from Campanella. And there's the pitch to Bobby Doerr. It's a 41 to Bobby Doerr. A 41's a 24. 1 out. A 24 is a double play ball. 6-4-3. Reese Robinson Hodges. Just what Sandy Koufax wanted it to be. Side is retired. Bobby Doerr bangs into the DP. 6-4-3. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Knotted at 3. Pesky pull. Good player and even better person. Absolutely. Dominic DiMaggio was a hell of a nice guy. Brother Joe was a bit of a loof. Dominic was a saint. All right, so Fisk will lead things off the next inning. Very successful businessman, Dominic DiMaggio. Here's Cy Young, 3-3 game, bottom of the fourth. He'll face Campanella, Ferrillo, and Say. Roy Campanella. Hope everyone's enjoying the game. We're just taking our time. Campy is 0 for 1. He flew out to center. That is a 13 to Campanella. 13's a 14. Base is empty. I know that's a walk. So Campanella's at first. Go ahead and run at first. Campanella is a regular base runner. Right, because he's not a double ZZ pitcher. He's only a Z. So we have a runner at first. Carl Ferrillo struck out his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Let's just speed things up a bit. We've showed how beautiful the cards are. So the pitch to Ferrillo. Cy Young looking for the double play ball off the bat of Ferrillo. That's a 26. A 26 is a 12. That's a unique number. A 12. Column 1 defensive. Tailor-made double play. W pitcher. It's a walk. He's not a W pitcher. So that's going to be Doerr, Stevenson, back to Scott. 4-6-3, 2 outs. Base is empty. Nice job by Bobby Doerr, Vern Stevens, and George the Boomer Scott. 4-6-3. Ferrillo having a frustrating day at the plate. Struck out double play. Ronnie Say. He grounded to second. Base is empty with 2 outs. 3-3 ball game. Bottom of the fourth. The pitch to the Penguin. And the Penguin gets a 44. Is there voodoo to stop the 44? That's a 7. That's a 7. Cy Young's an AC pitcher. Base is empty because of the double play. So I'm going to actually pull the chart here. A and C. That's a hit. The voodoo cannot stop. So you look at A first. It's a single. Then you come across, and if it's an out, it's an out. But you can see the C is still a single, except it says it's to right. We're just going to say single. I really don't care where it goes. So Ron Say singles. That double play ball was huge now. Say at first, 2 outs, keeps the inning alive for Zach Wheat. Wheat popped out, had a pitch to grip and rip, and he missed it. Popped out to Collins at third. Runner at first. Let's flip the chart. The pitch to Zach Wheat. 64 to Zach Wheat. A 64 is a 32. A 32 will end the inning. Fly ball to Canigliere and right. And the side is retired. The 2-out single doesn't hurt, but you know what did hurt? The double play ball off the bat of Carl Ferrillo. We go to the top of the fifth, knotted at 3. So Koufax. Let's see what Sandy can do here. Put up another goose egg. He's going to face Fisk, Scott, and DiMaggio. That's Dami DiMaggio, the little professor, who's doubled in a run and made a magnificent catch in center. So here's Pudge. Pudge singled and would score on the DiMaggio double when he advanced to second on a ground ball back to the pitcher. A hard hit ball by Scott that Koufax knocked down. Could have been a double play ball, but they only could get the runner at first. Koufax to Fisk. That's a 52 from Sandy Koufax to Carlton Fisk. 52 is a 27. I know that's an out. It will be a ground ball to third, except he's an ex-pitcher. That is a strikeout. So a rip ball, rip foul. Then Koufax gets him with the hook. Another K for Sandy Koufax, the left arm of God. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 strikeouts now. Koufax, though, has given up 3 runs. So with 1 out, the boomer, George Scott, steps to the plate. I just love looking at the pitchers. Scott grounded to the pitcher. That's a 15 for Scott. A 15's a 10. A 10 is a single. So the boomer gets a single. Good job, Scott. So Scott singles with 1 out. Scott's a fast runner in 1967. Dominic DiMaggio, can he give the Red Sox the lead here? He doubled in a run his last at-bat. Prior to that, he struck out. Runner at first. Switch the chart. Koufax has the sign from Campanella. The pitch to the little professor, Dominic DiMaggio. It's a 53. That's a 16. 16 will be, wow, that is a, wow, let me make sure I read this right. This is a very unique play here. Runner at first. So column 1 defense, 16. It's an out. Fly out to center. Runners hold. Runner at second moves up on the tag. So it's just a fly out to Duke Snider. I looked at that from a distance wrong, but it is a fly out. DiMaggio is now 1 for 3. 2 outs. Scott will be off on contact. Oh, D. Scott Howard says, I've been enjoying the Bobby Heenan shoot videos on Title Match Wrestling. Unbelievable, D. Scott. I've been watching those also. Man, he hits it right out of the ballpark when it comes to how wrestling's changed. I love Bobby Heenan. God rest his soul. Always liked Bobby Heenan. Collins 0 for 1. He had a walk and was thrown out stealing. 2 outs, runner at first. The pitcher, Jimmy Collins from Sandy Koufax. That's a 43. 43 is a 29. Runner at first, 29. I know that's an out. Let's see what type of out. Is he a wide pitcher? Yes, he is. That's a strikeout. So Koufax strikes out Collins. Scott stranded at first. We go to the bottom of the 5th, not at 3. Sandy Koufax now has, I believe, 7 Ks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7. 7 Ks for the left arm of God, Sandy Koufax. Koufax had a bump in the 2nd, a bump in the 3rd. Since then, he's been solid. Cy Young had the big bump in the 3rd. 2 out, 3-run homer by Duke Snider tied the game at 3. Young could not enjoy the prosperity. Daubert to lead things off in the top of the order, Reese and Robinson. Daubert doubled and scored on the 3-run homer by Duke Snider back in the 3rd. Here's Jake Daubert, the designated hitter. Cy Young to Jake Daubert. That's a 52. How do you do? 52 is a 27. I know that's an out. We just have to see what type of out. 27 is a ground ball. He's not an ex-pitcher, so it's not a strikeout. It's a ground ball to Jimmy Collins. He throws to Scott. 1 down. Scoring at home, 5-3. Collins to Scott. Top of the order, Pee Wee Reese. Reese is 0 for 1 with a walk and scored a run. Scored ahead of the Snyder homer. The pitch to Pee Wee with 1 out, no one on. That's a 25 for Reese. A 25 is a 10. That's a base hit. I don't think there's any voodoo that takes that away. No, that is a single. Up the middle. 1 out, 1 on. Reese is a fast runner. That brings up Jackie Robinson 0 for 2, a ground out and a strikeout. Now, I guess, see, this is if you're playing advanced and you wanted possibly for Pee Wee Reese to steal, you could do that, but we're playing basic. The pitch to Jackie Robinson, a 65 to Jackie Robinson from Cy Young. 65 is a 35. A 35, runner at first, though. Okay, what's that say? Catcher takes foul pop. Runner holds. So it's a pop out, foul territory to Carlton Fisk. Cy Young is not a wild pitcher. So Robinson chases the breaking pitch, pops it up to his right. Fisk tosses his mask to the left in foul territory, makes the catch. Robinson, his day of frustration continues at the plate. He's 0 for 3. So that's a pop out to Fisk. 2 outs. Runner at first, 3-3 ball game, bottom of the 5th. Man of the hour, the man with the power, the Duke of Flatbush, Duke Snyder. Last, he's walked and hit a 3-run homer. On deck, Gil Hodges. Can Snyder do it again? He's looking for the 66 or the 11. It is a 51. That will not. Ooh, it's an 8, but I know the AC voodoo takes away that hit. So runner at first, 8. That ball is hit right back to Cy Young. Young snares it, throws to Scott, side retired. That's where the A and the C, that's just voodoo galore, taking away hits. Scoring at home 1-3. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. Knotted at 3. We go to the top of the 6th. For the Red Sox, it'll be Ted Williams, Vern Stevens, Carl Yastrzemski. If anyone gets on, Tony Canigliaro. What a ball game we have. Koufax. Left arm of God. Ted Williams. Williams 1 for 2. He struck out and singled. Knocked in a run. The pitch to Teddy ball game. The pitch, not the titch. 42 to Ted Williams from Sandy Koufax. 42 bases empty. 42, how do you do? That's a 14. That is a walk. So now we have a runner at first. Again, there's no voodoo to stop that. He's not a double ZZ pitcher. He's a Z pitcher. So Williams walks. Start off the top of the 6th. Williams at first. Vern Stevens comes to the plate. Stevens has struck out twice. He's going to have nightmares of that curveball from Sandy Koufax. Koufax to Vern Stevens. It's a 41. A 41 is a 24. A 24 is a double play ball, tailor-made. That's a hard hit ball to Reese. Reese over to Jackie Robinson, on to Gil Hodges. 6-4-3, 2 outs, bases empty. So that is a day of frustration, definitely, for Vern Stevens at the plate. Carl Yastrzemski has homered and walked. He knocked in the Red Sox first run with a solo homer in the second. Koufax to Yaz, lefty-lefty matchup. A 1-5 to Yastrzemski. A 1-5 is a 10, and I know with a 10 is a single. A 10, the AC Voodoo cannot take that away. That's a single to center. So Yastrzemski has Koufax's number. He has yet to been retired. A homer, a walk, and now a single. Yaz at first. The double play ball really came in handy off the bat of Vern Stevens for the Dodgers. Sports Flicks, formerly Mr. Wrestling 2, has joined us. Says, hey, all, cards are beauties. Love them. Oh, I love them, my friend. Check out, please check out and subscribe to Sports Flicks. You got to watch what he did. Even if you don't like roller derby, please go check out his latest video. The marvelous creativity he has, the wonders he does with video, Excel, and the camera setup. It's fabulous. Sports Flicks. Please subscribe to that channel. So with 2 outs, Tony Canigliaro, 1964, comes to the plate. Yastrzemski at first. Canigliaro's 0 for 2. He's grounded out, reached on a fielder's choice. Koufax to Canigliaro. It's a 54. I thought we had doubles. A 54 is a 12. Interesting. 12. So we have a runner at first. I believe that's an out, but let's look. Had there been less than 2 outs, it would be a runner at first. He's not a wild pitcher. Koufax is not a W, so we're going to call that a force out at second. And the side is retired. We're going to call it 4-6. So Robinson moving towards the bag, backhands it, flips it to Pee Wee Reese, who steps on the bag. Side is retired. So 4-6. We go to the bottom of the 6th, knotted at 3. Here at the beautiful ballpark. So that's going to be the 7th here. In the bottom of the 6th, it'll be Hodges, Campanella, Ferrillo for the original franchise all-star Brooklyn, Los Angeles Dodgers. This goes up to 1979. And again, we're probably not going to use pinch hitters. Okay, Koufax is done. Cy Young. Thank you, Sports Flicks, a.k.a. Mr. Wrestling 2. I love watching your videos. Give me ideas. I wish I had your talent. Magnificent stuff, my friend. Magnificent. We got to work together to get something really nice for Glory Days boxing that can be used. I have to talk with Anthony. I know you did that thing on Vassal, but I'm thinking something like you do on Excel, possibly. All right, so Hodges, Campanella, and Ferrillo. Gil Hodges, Campy, Ferrillo. Hodges 0 for 2. Cy Young to Gil. Oh, no! Oh, my Lord. Gil Hodges just crushes that pitch. It is gone. There is no AC Voodoo that can stop that. A double one. Gil Hodges says bippity boppity boom to the moon. Cy Young has given up his second homer. All 4 runs off Cy Young have been moonshots. That was I don't know what the hell that was, but it was a flat pitch that Gil Hodges crushed. It's now 4-3 Dodgers. Boom goes the ball. Gil Hodges touches them all. To the moon, Alice, to the moon, to the joy of D. Scott Howard, the GOAT Whisperer. 4-3 Dodgers. Though Cy Young is not in danger because they're not consecutively 3 innings of dropping a grade. And again, we're not going to change pitchers. So here's Roy Campanella. Let's see what Campy can do. Michael Terranova likes that. Please check out his wonderful channel. He did a fun Mets game. It was the Mets. I think it was the Mets and Dodgers. I want to say it was Koufax because it was late and I got to go back and listen. I listened to some of it and I fell asleep. It was early morning. I believe it was Koufax and Dwight Gooden. I believe that's what it was. The pitch to Roy Campanella. That's a 16 to Campy. 16's a 28. I know that's an out. And that's going to be a ground ball. Diving stop by Vern Stevens. Pops up, throws low, scooped out of the dirt by Scott. 1 out. Crowd is still very happy with the Dodger fans are very happy here at Field of Dreams Stadium, ballpark. With the Hodges homer that have given the Dodgers a 4-3 lead. Carl Furillo, another underrated player in history. The pitch to Carl Furillo is a 21 to Carl Furillo. 30, I know that's an out. And that's going to be a fly ball left center field. Racing to make the diving catches. Carl Yastrzemski. Leaping over him is Dominic DiMaggio. 2 down. Highlight Heyday has joined us. I was actually just thinking about you. I said we haven't seen our good friend Highlight Heyday. How you doing, my friend? Highlight Heyday says, I have to check out your latest video, Sports Flicks, after Al's already subscribed. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Michael Terranova says, thanks, Al. You had it right. Okay. I got to go back and listen to it. I fell asleep. I cannot lie. It was early morning. All right. 2 outs for Ron Say, the Penguin. The Penguin. Cy Young to Say, the Penguin gets a 31 in a righty-righty matchup. A 31 is a 9. AC Voodoo, base is empty, and that will take away. That's a strikeout. Struck him out on the breaking pitch. Bases are, let me make sure the bases are empty. Yes, bases are empty. So you can see the A pitcher takes that hit away on the 9. And ironically, the C also takes the pitch. Even if you were a C grade, it takes away the 9. But you go with the best result, and that's a strikeout in the breaking pitch. But Cy Young gives up his second home run, this time a solo shot off the bat of Gil Hodges, 4-3 Dodgers. Say's now 2 for 3. Cy Young struck out 3. Dodgers go to the top of the 7th with a 1-run lead, 4-3. For the Red Sox, it'll be Dorr, Fisk, and Scott to face the left arm of God, our beloved Sandy Koufax. Either way, whoever wins, obviously I would like to see the Red Sox win. But we've got the left arm of God. I was doing a fun little project. I didn't finish. I really started. I put 19. Was it 61 or 60? I put Koufax on the 60 Red Sox. I said he had some sort of contract dispute. And the Dodgers traded him. I think I traded Frank Sullivan for him in out of the ballpark because you can force the trade. It's kind of fun. I fooled around a little bit with it. Played a couple of Koufax games. All right, so it's Bobby Dorr, Fisk, and Scott. So you can see Bobby Dorr in case you haven't seen the Fisk and Scott. APBA Bryant Baseball Classics has just subscribed to Sports Flicks. Thank you very much. And of course, please, if you have not subscribed to these channels and you're members of the FOC, please subscribe to APBA Bryant Baseball Classic, Michael Terranova, Highlight Heyday, Sports Flicks, vice versa, Pesky Pole. Subscribe to one another. That's how the community grows. Have fun. Check out the videos. I know you can't watch everything. None of us can watch everything, but sometimes you have a moment. Check out the channels. There's good stuff all around, not just the bigger channels. Not that any of us are huge. None of our channels are huge, but I like to try to promote the whole community. That's just the way I am. Koufax. All right, so you can see Cy Young's given up 4 runs, but they're not in 3. Like if you give up 5 in 3 consecutive innings, you reduce a grade. So he's okay. Koufax to Bobby Doerr. Bobby Doerr, the 45. Let's see what Bobby Doerr can do here off Sandy Koufax. 45 is a 14. Bases empty. He's not a double ZZ pitcher. I don't think it matters. And he would have to be a double ZZ pitcher. He's only a Z pitcher. Doerr works a walk, and that is huge. So Bobby Doerr works a walk. Tying run at first. Fisk is not going to bunt. We're not bunting in this game. Come on. We're not going to bunt. I might have bunted in a regular game. Fisk has singled and scored and struck out. Scott on deck. He's 1 for 2. Koufax, runner at first. We got to remember to flip the chart. The pitch to Pudge from Sandy Koufax. That's a 31. A 31 to Fisk is a 9. I know that's not a... Well, before I speak to... No, it's not a hit. The AC voodoo gets him. So the A doesn't get him, but as you come across, the C pitcher does. Slow roller to third. Only plays the first, charging, making the play. Third baseman safe. Throws to Gil Hodges. They get Fisk by a step and a half. But that is a swinging bunt. Bobby Doerr advances to second. Bobby Doerr is a neutral regular runner. So Fisk is out 5-3. And Scott comes to the plate. Can Scott tie the game? Let's see what Scott can do here. Oh, runner at second. Switch the chart. $54 to George the Boomer Scott. 54 is a 32. A 32. Shallow fly ball to right. Ferrillo, who has an excellent arm, coming in, makes the catch, fires it twice back towards the infield, bluffing, but not going from second is Bobby Doerr. So 2 outs. They'll be up to Dominic DiMaggio. DiMaggio 1 for 3. Struck out, doubled in a run, scored on a Williams single, and also flew out to center his last time up to his counterpart, the Duke of Flatbush, Duke Snyder. So Dominic DiMaggio with 2 outs against Sandy Koufax. Red Sox down 4-3, top of the 7th here at Field of Dreams Ballpark. The pitch to the little Professor Dami. That's a 14 is a 30. That will end the inning, as that will be a fly ball out to left. Making the catch in left field is Zach Wheat. The Red Sox strand the tying run in scoring position. We go to the bottom of the 7th, 4-3 Dodgers. Bob B says, where's Rick Miller? Rick Miller is not on the team. How are you doing, Bobby B? Rick Miller was a good player for the Red Sox. Cy Young. In case Bob hasn't seen, so that's Cy Young. I don't know how long Bob's been there. These are modded APBA cards, I guess you'd say. Homebrew APBA cards by Chris White. They're beautiful. So it's going to be Zach Wheat, who made the catch to end the top of the 7th. Jake Dalbert, in the top of the order, Pee Wee Reese. I'm glad you're doing good, Bob B. I'm feeling better. I had the tummy virus, which is not pleasant. I don't recommend it. If you want, I will wish it upon your enemies, though. It's not fun. It's not fun at all. All right. Zach Wheat's 0 for 2. Cy Young to Zach Wheat. That's a 45 to Wheat. 45 is a 14. Bases empty. I do believe that is a walk. Yes, UL Washington passed away. And Ed Ott, I know. You know, every time, and again, obviously we don't know these players personally, or I mean, you might, I don't. But it's like some of your childhood died, at least for me. It's sad because I watched them play baseball. Ed Ott in the 79 Pirates, We Are Family. UL Washington, those great Royals teams of the I think UL was on more of the late 70s, early 80s teams. I don't think UL was on the 76 team. I think Freddie Patek was still at short then, I believe. Because UL Washington, God, did he play second or did he play short now? I thought UL Washington played short. And again, I could be wrong there. But yeah, he played with some really excellent Royal teams. All right, I don't remember what I was saying. So that's a 45 to Zach Wheat. A 45 is a 14. That's a walk. Let's make sure it's a walk. He's not a double ZZ pitcher. It is a walk. Big insurance run at first, Zach Wheat. Normal runner. Oh, Bob B says, I was Facebook friends with Ed Ott. Commented on his posts. So weird that he is gone. It's sad. Sports Flicks, our good friend, aka Mr. Wrestling 2. Please check out that channel and subscribe. I remember after watching the Royals and UL Washington having a toothpick, in his mouth while playing kickball for physical ed. Bobby, UL did play short after Patek. Okay. Thank you. So here is Daubert, and he's not going to bunt. I'm not going to do any bunting, I don't think. I'm not going to do it. Daubert, he's doubled and scored and grounded out. He's 1 for 2. That's a 14 to Daubert. That's a 30 with a runner at first. And because my eyesight, I'm going to do this. A 30, a runner at first. Runner moves to second. Is he a Y pitcher? He is not. He is a Z pitcher. So it's not a strikeout. So that's a swinging bunt. Wheat moves to second with 1 out. Young only's play to Scott at first. That's 1 to 3. We go runner at second now. And we will flip the chart. Like I said, you see these players that I watched when I was younger. And again, you don't know them, but it's sad. Top of the order, Pee Wee Reese. Reese is 1 for 2. He singled, walked, and scored. He scored on the 3-run homer by Snyder and grounded to second. So runner at second. The pitch to Pee Wee from Cy Young. That's a 33. Is there any voodoo to stop the 33? No, it's a 0. So Pee Wee Reese will roll on the D column again. That's a 24. So now you look at the second number. 24 is a 6. That's a double. A huge insurance run will score here as Wheat scores 6. Reese now has a double. It's now 5-3. Dodgers still only 1 out. No. Here's Jackie Robinson. Right there. Jackie Robinson's playing. But I think we're all right. So he's giving up 5 runs. Let's see if we can get Cy Young out of the inning here. And again, his pitching grade does not go down because it's not 3 consecutive innings of 5 runs. They probably would yank him, but I don't want to yank him yet. Here's Jackie Robinson. He struggled at the plate today. So that's going to be a 36 to Jackie. And we have a runner at second. So we're on the right chart. 36 is a 14. Ball 4. Nothing stopping that. So it's first and second now. Robinson reaches base for the first time via the free pass. And that's going to be it for Cy Young. I didn't want to change pitchers, but his nemesis, who hit the 3-run homer off of him back in the third, Duke Snyder, coming up. My name is Mud. What did you, a little wrestling question, and then let's APBA Brian Baseball Classic first. These players will never, you're right, they're never quite gone. They live on in our tabletops or video game or PC games. You're correct. My name is Mud. Al, what did you think of Sting's last retirement match? Well, it could have been better. It could have been better. Bob B, I have to tell you something, Bob. I agree with you. Bob B's Sting's retirement match was embarrassing. I think it was. I thought they could have done better, but the fans seemed to like it in Greensboro, so I thought it was. I like Sting. I know wrestling's not the way I like it to be. And what happened? I went through my little wrestling phase again. I watch here and there. I didn't buy the pay-per-view. I caught the match on YouTube. Someone put it up. I watched it. I'm going to agree with Bob B because the first thought when I started to watch it, to me, it never got better. I thought it started off stupid. Darby Allin going through the glass. Why? That's stupid. Me, if I would have done it, again, it's his last match, and the fans were happy, and they brought out some people and stuff, but I agree with Bob B. It was embarrassing. That's just my opinion. If you enjoyed it, that's awesome. I just thought the match was poop. Bob B, everything was stupid. Yes, it was, Bob. Yes, it was. Here's what I would have done. Here's what I would have done before I lose track here. Who's up? Snyder. Okay. Here's what I would have done. They would have dropped the titles to the Young Bucks, who I'm not big fans of. They're okay, but I'm not big. They're okay. Because Sting's retiring. Obviously, the Young Bucks would have cheated, right? And then Sting would have beat the hell out of both of them. Put them, if you wanted, put them both through tables. And that's how it would have ended. And the fans would have been going nuts. And the Young Bucks would have had the titles and hated. I just think whoever thought up that match, I agree with Bob B. It was stupid. It was a horrible match. I watched it on YouTube. Like I said, I watched the whole thing. The person taped it from his perspective, recorded it on the phone. It was horribly done. The fans liked it, so I guess I'm wrong, but it sucked. All right, here we go. We have one out. We have first and second. And that's going to be it for Cy Young. Why not? Let's show someone. Let's bring in Dick Raditz. Why not? The beast, the monster, I mean. Dick Raditz, 1963. So Cy Young is done. Dick Raditz, and he is an A reliever, and he's coming against Snyder, which he's still an A. I guess if it's a righty, you bump up the grade. Can you bump up his grade, though? When a relief pitcher enters the game in mid-inning and he's facing a batter the same side, he is an A grade. But he's already an A grade. So I don't think you can make him an AC. So he's an A grade. Right. Okay, Appa Brian confirms not for an A pitch. That's right. Thank you, Appa Brian. Please check out Appa Brian's Baseball Classic. And subscribe. Ken Castro concurs. All right, so Dick Raditz coming in the game. I didn't really want to change pitchers, but he's in trouble. Cy Young never pitches well for me in any game, whether tabletop or PC, doesn't matter. Card and dice on the PC, PC on the table, on the tabletop, out of the ballpark, action PC, never pitches well for me. It's funny. Excuse me. All right, so Raditz is coming in. Bear with me a moment. That's not going to change any of their defense. They're still column run one. Oh my Lord, I did it again. Raditz. He is a, then he's an X, Y, and a Z. And he's a 1. All right, so Raditz righty-righty matchup. 1 out, first and second. The pitch to Duke Snider. That's a 23. Raditz trying to get a double play ball here off the bat of Duke Snider. Snider has other thoughts. 23 is a 32. A 32. Infield fly. Well, that's what that column is. I got to get that book. So it's a 32, right? 23. 32. First column. Fly ball to right. No one advances, so making the catch is Canigliaro. Quickly fires it in, 2 outs. Still first and second. Snider's retired. So Raditz came in the 7th. Gil Hodges with 2 outs now. Hodges hit the homer to put the Dodgers ahead. They got a big insurance run on the double by Reese, scoring Wheat. It's now 5-3. First and second, righty-righty matchup. Raditz to Gil Hodges. That's a 24. A 24 is a 13. That's a strikeout. Let me just double check that there's no kind of... No, that's a strikeout. Raditz earns his name, the Monster. Gets the Red Sox out of the jam, but the Dodgers get a huge insurance run. We go to the top of the 8th, 5-3 Dodgers. For the Red Sox, it's going to be Collins, Williams, and Stevens. There are no homers for the A's. Oh, Ken, Bob's talking to Ken. I'm sorry. I was like, what? So Bob's asking Ken Castro, how many homers for the A's? Al, and Ken Castro says Al Simmons and Bob serve. Cool. APBA Brian Baseball Classic says Dick Raditz and John Wyatt were his favorite relief pitchers of the mid-60s. Both Red Sox at one time, right? All right. So Raditz does the JOB. Sandy Koufax coming back out on the bump with a 2-run lead in the top of the 8th. He'll face Collins, Williams, and Vern Stevens. Nice baseball chat going on in the chat. That's what our community is all about. Excuse me. So Raditz there. All right, here's Jimmy Collins. He'll have to get on to bring the tying run to the plate in Ted Williams. Collins with a 46 from Sandy Koufax, left arm of God. 46 is a 32. I know that's an out. We just have to go to the right chart. Base is empty. Let's flip this. Base is empty. That's a 32. 46 of 32. And that's going to be a fly ball deep to right center field, but caught by the racing Carl Furillo. Collins is retired. 1 down. Ted Williams has struck out, singled, in a run, and walked. Let's see what Teddy Ballgame can do here. If he goes yard, Vern Stevens will be the tying run. Koufax to Ted Williams. It's a 62. A 62 is a 14. That is a walk. So Williams battles Koufax to another free pass. Tying run comes to the plate. And a man who has suffered mightily to Sandy Koufax today, Vern Stevens. Stevens has struck out twice and banged into a double play his last at-bat. Can Vern Stevens, the Red Sox shortstop, tie it up here? Koufax has the sign. Campanella sets the target. The pitch to Vern Stevens is a 31. I don't believe that's going to get it done. A 31 is a 9, and that's going to, we know the voodoo, the A voodoo, and that will be a strikeout. Oh, wait, runner at first. Hold on. 9. Wait, no, it's an out. The AC voodoo gets him. The A didn't get him, but the C sure did. Slow roller to third. Say charges, throws to first, and they just nip Vern Stevens. Advancing to second with 2 outs is Ted Williams. So the frustration continues for the Red Sox shortstop, Vern Stevens. Carl Yastrzemski homered his first at-bat against Koufax. If he does it again, it's a tie ball game. Now we go runner at second, 2 outs. Okay. Lefty-lefty matchup. Koufax to Yastrzemski. That's a 21. That's a 30. That's going to end the inning. Fly ball to left field. Wheat going back to his right makes the catch. The side is retired. The walk does not hurt. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Dodgers 5, Red Sox 3. Red Sox will have one more crack at Koufax. Had the one bad inning in the third. He gave up 3 runs. I'm sorry. Had the bad innings in the first and second. The third was his bad inning. Gave up 2 runs. Red Sox had a 3-0 lead. Cy Young couldn't hold it. Gave those 3 runs right back in the bottom of the third. Dick Raddatz in relief for Cy Young. Will face Campanella, Furillo, and Say. Raddatz trying to keep it a 2-run deficit to give the Red Sox some hope against the left-arm of God in the top of the 9th. The pitch to Roy Campanella from the monster, Dick Raddatz. 62 is a 38. Bases empty. And since we have it in front of me, a 38. Just missed the target. Ball 1. Is he a W pitcher? No, he's not. So it's ball 1. Fisk tried to frame it. 1-0 count to Campanella from Raddatz once again. That's a 46. A 46 is a 13. That's a strikeout. So Raddatz, infuriated with that first ball 1 call, gets his second strikeout. Struck out Hodges to end the 7th. Now strikes out Campanella to start the 8th. Carl Furillo is 0 for 3. A strikeout, a double play, and he's flown out to Yastrzemski and left. Raddatz to Furillo is a 54. A 54 is a 32. A 32 is an out. Making the catch in right center field is Tony Conigliaro. From one Paisan to another. 2 outs. Raddatz doing his job so far. The Penguin Ron Say 1 for 3. A ground out, a single, and a strikeout. Say's played very stellar defense at third. Here's the pitch from Raddatz to Say. What will Ron Say have to say? That's a 31 to Say. And that's a 9. Raddatz is an A grade. A 9. The A grade takes away the hit. That is a strikeout. Say rips are shot foul down the left field line, home run distance, but foul, and then promptly strikes out. Raddatz has struck out 3 out of 4 Dodger batters. We go to the top of the 9th. The Red Sox need 2 to tie, more to go ahead. Koufax looking to end it here and now. Koufax wants to go the distance. He'll face Tony Canigliaro, Bobby Dorr, Carlton Fisk. If anyone gets on, the Boomer, George Scott. 5-3. Original franchise all-star, Brooklyn/Los Angeles Dodgers. Players go up to 1979, I do believe. Bob says, Al, you have the best setup. Simple, easy to see cards, dice, and score sheet refreshing. Well, thank you. There's a lot of wonderful setups. This is the best I can do, and I'm glad you're happy with it. APBA Brian has a beautiful... There's so many people who have wonderful setups. We all try to work with what we have. All right. Koufax to Canigliaro. Ooh, I thought it was a 66. 65 is a 35. Base is empty. And that's going to be popped up near the dugout. Racing over is Campanella. And he makes the catch. Nice play by Roy Campanella. So Canigliaro was 0 for 4. Koufax 2 outs away from a complete game victory. Here's Bobby Dorr. Bobby Dorr is struck out, banged into a double play and walked. He must get on. Someone has to get on to bring the tying run to the plate. Koufax works quickly to Dorr. Oh, Dorr the 33. It's a 5. There's no voodoo to stop that. A 5. So Bobby Dorr, I think that's a triple. 5. It's a triple here. Now let's see what it says under C. You go with the least result. So, oh wait, no, a 5's a double. I'm sorry. So a 5 under an A is a double. And it's still a double under a C. So Bobby Dorr doubles with 1 out. The Red Sox are not dead. Dorr gets his first hit. Tying run comes to the plate with 1 out. And Carlton Fisk has singled and scored, struck out, and grounded out. The pitch to Pudge is a 42. And we have a runner at second. I get the right chart. Runner at second. 42 is a 14. Okay. 14. Ball 4. Holy cow. Nothing could stop that. First and second now. Ow. God damn it. Elbow hit the camera. We have a shaker and a funny bone that's not too funny. There we go. First and second now. 1 out. Well, everyone tries to do the best they can, Bob, and I greatly appreciate the kind words on my behalf. That's very nice. I understand that you know some people don't like everyone's setup. Now, let's see. Scott, 1 for 3. Ooh. Let's see what we have here. We're going to pinch hit with Jim Ed Rice. Rice will pinch hit for Scott. So Scott is out. Jim Ed Rice, 1978 MVP season. We'll pinch hit. For Scott. And I want to do. So Rice, pinch hit. Koufax He's going to pitch to Rice. It's a lean. Ah, God. We got to re-roll. That was a leaner. 25. So a foul ball by Rice. That's a 25. Is an 8, but I know the voodoo takes away the hit. Well, maybe not. First and second, Rice with an 8. Does Koufax have the AC voodoo? Yes, he does. Right here. Jam job. Charging on the jam job is Say. He throws to first. What would the 33 have been? But it was a leaner. Would have been a 3. Oh, that would have been a triple. That Rice 5-3. It was a leaner. I couldn't cheat. I wanted to cheat. It was off camera. Well, maybe you saw it. It was stuck over there. I'd have to go back and watch. Let's see. No, you probably did see it. I should have took it, but I didn't. Oh, man. So Rice. Five to 3. It's now second and third, 2 outs. Questionable call. Rice thought it was a fair ball down the right field line. Called it foul, and then he nubs it down to third. It's up to Dami DiMaggio. Controversy here. At Field of Dreams ballpark. So now we go second and third, 2 outs for the little professor. Can DiMaggio tie the game? He's doubled off Koufax. Koufax has the sign. Campanella sets the target. The pitch to Dami DiMaggio. Oh, I thought it was going to be a 66. It's a 65, 35, 35. Popped up, right side. He's not a W. Waiting for it is Gil Hodges. He makes the catch. The Dodgers defeat the Red Sox 5-3. Controversy on the 33. So it was a 3 here, kind of like this. I don't know. I'd have to watch it over. I thought it was a leaner. Oh, it would have been a triple. But Sandy Koufax struggled at times, goes the distance. Koufax is the winning pitcher. Cy Young, who never pitches well for me, is the losing pitcher. Raditz pitched well. So that's what you have it. Koufax struck out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He struck out 7. Cy Young gave up 4 of his 5 runs off homers, a 3-run homer by Snyder, a solo shot by Hodges, and then Pee Wee Reese doubled in Wheat. That's how they got their 5 runs. The Red Sox had a 3-0 lead going to the bottom of the third before Snyder tied up with his 3-run homer. Yastrzemski homered in the second, and they picked up 2 more in the top of the second when Ted Williams knocked in a run. Or 2 more in the third, excuse me. DiMaggio knocked in Fisk and Williams on a double, and then Williams knocked in DiMaggio. But Cy Young, the homers killed him. Dodgers win 5-3. This was the original franchise All-Stars brought to you by Chris White, a set I picked up. Chris White does wonderful work. They're a bit more pricey. I'm not going to lie. It's up to you if you're an APBA fan and you think they're worth it. I just love the cards. To me, it's fun looking at players. And then you flip it over. And again, there's no stats on these. On the World Baseball Classic, they have stats. And a lot of his cards, he has stats. But on these, they don't. But they're just a beautiful set. So there you have it. Hope you enjoyed it. Dodgers 5, Red Sox 3. Just wanted to share that with you. I was feeling better. Thank you to Sports Flicks. Please check out that channel and subscribe. I'm telling you, check out his wonderful, in my opinion, absolutely wonderful, creative, marvelous roller derby video he posted. It's the creativity he does with Excel and his setup is really fun to me. So thank you to Sportsflix, Bob B, Mike Terranova. Please check out his channel, subscribe. Highlight Heyday, check out his channel, subscribe. We're waiting for some more highlight, my friend. Hope you're feeling good. How's your health before I leave? How's everything going? I want to know that. Ken Castro, thank you. APBA Bryant Baseball Classic, thank you. I think Bobby B. My name is Mud, thank you. Had a little wrestling chat with me. My name is Mud and Bob B. Sportsflix, what did you think of Stinger's last match? I didn't like it. Just being honest. D. Scott Howard, thank you. Pesky Pole, check out his wonderful channel. Robert Bryant, thank you. Hope all is well with you, Robert. Robert's going through some cancer treatments, I do believe. I believe I have the right person there, and I hope all is well. Tex Ag 75, thank you. Josh Hauser, thank you. Philip Reynolds, and congrats on your new job. Sports Time Machine, our good friend, Mr. Utah Mike, please subscribe to his channel. Vinny Mancini, thank you. David Selinsky, thank you. Clinton Parks, thank you. After Further Review with Steve Tower, thank you. Check out his channel, subscribe. And Jeff Hunter, thank you. Scroll back down. Highlight Heyday says, I'm hanging in there. Better days ahead. Wonderful, wonderful, my friend. God bless you and God bless everybody. Sportsflix says he's hurt. Most people love the match. Okay. I didn't care for it. You can find it on YouTube. And again, maybe it was me. I thought it was too goofy. And I like Sting. And I'm happy he's retiring because I didn't want to see him hurt himself. But he was always a fun wrestler, one of my favorites. So thank you very much, everyone. If you enjoyed the stream and you want, hit the like button. If you have not subscribed and you want to, that's awesome. If you do subscribe, hit the bell for notification when we go live. Oh, I forgot to put smiley face. And it was a fun game, wasn't it? It was an awesome time with the chat. If you do subscribe, that's awesome. As I said, hit the bell for notification. Also subscribe to the other wonderful channels in our community. I've named a few here, and there's many others. Become a member of the FOC, Friends of the Channel, Friends of the Community. It's very simple. You subscribe to my channel, their channels. Come back where everybody knows your name. God bless. Love you all. Greatly appreciate everyone's time. We'll see you soon. Peace.